my leave out and edges were snatched. Hey guys, it's Traeh, and today's video is an iamtraeh horror story, you guys' favorite here on my channel. If you're new, welcome. I would love for you to stick around. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button. I do a series here on my channel where I allow you guys to email me your craziest iamtraeh horror story, and I feature it here on my channel. So if you have a horror story, you can definitely email me at sendtotraeh@gmail.com, and hopefully I will feature it soon. As you guys know, I do post the horror stories the first week of the month. And I know I be slighting y'all, okay? I don't do a full week. I don't do 7. I do 5. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't be doing 7 iamtraeh horror stories because I am also uploading every single day on my second channel. So make sure that you guys go and subscribe. I do a lot of family content, challenges, pranks, vlogs. Everything is over there. So subscribe to that channel. The link will be down below. But yeah, 7 horror stories back to back, plus my daily uploads on my other channel. That's just too much. I ain't gonna do it, okay? I'm sorry, y'all. I can't do it. I wish I could because I love doing them as much as you guys like hearing them. But, that's just too much. Yesterday's horror story grossed me out, to say the least, okay? Ugh. Go watch that video if you haven't already, and watch the one before. You know what? Just go and binge watch all of these iamtraeh horror stories because they get pretty crazy. So I'm not going to ramble too much. Let's just jump into it. So the email says, "Hey Traeh, I've been watching your channel for almost a year now, and I love you. I love you too. And your family are beautiful. Your family is beautiful. I love your videos. I also live in Baltimore, so I'm secretly hoping to run into you, LOL. I always run into you guys, so hopefully you'll run into me soon." So it says, "Anyway, I have an iamtraeh horror story for you. It's not quite as bad as the other ones you have heard, but it's pretty disheartening to me. So basically, to give you some background on my hair, it is currently and always has been natural. My mother was always pushed to get me a perm by family and friends, but I guess she just never got around to it. So she never chemically straightened my hair. However, I have a 4C pattern and she does not know how to handle my texture. So she always used heat on my hair and kept it in a braided style, which she left in way past its expiration date and gave little to no maintenance. My hair routine was wash. She didn't use conditioner in my hair, by the way, until I was well into 6th grade, after I begged her to stop using 2-in-1s from the Dollar Tree because they did nothing for me. Blow dry, and back then hot comb or flat iron, protective style for months with no maintenance, and back to square one." Okay. Moisturizers rarely touched my hair. I would have dry, itchy patches, bald spots from plaits being ripped out, and a whole list of other problems. Okay. When I reached middle school, my mother began getting my styles more the way I wanted them rather than what she thought I would want. It was my 7th or 8th grade year, and I begged her to let me get a sew-in for my birthday, and to my surprise, she agreed. We had went through a list of relatives and recommended people, and the ones we had asked only knew how to do glue-ins or didn't know how to do sew-ins well enough, in my opinion. It was my first one, and I wanted it to be Slade, LMAO. So finally, we settled on the mother of my cousin's children. She had a portfolio, and I felt like she would do my hair justice. Getting the style was amazing. She was super gentle. She would periodically ask if she was braiding too tight, and she didn't rake the comb through my hair like previous stylists. She even added oil to my scalp before adding the weave. The style was a simple side part with a bang, and it turned out beautiful, and she blended my natural hair beautifully. She gave me all kinds of tips on how to maintain my weave, things like washing it and my hair every 2 weeks, oiling my scalp as best as possible, and a lot of other things. As for the leave out, she told me I would have to flat iron it every so often since I was natural. Now, Traeh, she did not tell me that when applying heat to my hair constantly, I should use a heat protectant and do it in moderation. Okay. Fast forwarding to about a month into having the style, and I've been straightening my leave out almost every day. I remember those days. I know, but I just didn't know. I was too young to be rocking a weave because I didn't know what I was doing at all. I had the style in for about 2 months, way past its due date as usual. A week or two before I took it down, I had noticed that most of the hair in the leave-out section was broken off. The hair in this spot was heat damaged and short as I remember going into my mom's room and pointing it out to her, and she just said that's from all the combing and brushing and straightening. When she said this, the sound of the record player stopping went off in my head, and I looked at her like she was crazy. When I had first gotten the style done and she realized it was my real hair in the part, she was the one that said, and I quote, "Make sure you turn the flat iron all the way up when flat ironing your hair." This is the same person who has been straightening my hair for as long as I can remember. So it's time to take the weave out, and the rest of my hair is still pretty healthy and had grown at least an inch, but my leave out and edges were snatched. I wish I had taken pictures. It was just too awful at the time, and I thought I'd never want anyone to see this. I remember crying so bad when I'd seen what my hair looked like. I mean, this was a protective style that everyone swore by, and this wasn't something I could just hide with a swoop bang. Still, I decided that I would not cut all of my hair off like my mother thought I should do and get another weave with the leave out in a different spot. Shaking my head, I know. This weave, however, was a success and no hair broke off, and the damaged section did see major growth. I had learned from my mistakes. My hair grew a lot while I was getting weaves, but I cut it into a bob style for my freshman year in high school, and it was once at bra strap length. My hair remains at my shoulders, and I know it is because I am still using heat way too often, but when I tried to wear my hair naturally, my mother would always tell me it looked a mess or natural hair just isn't for you. Your mom said that? Oh, okay. Making me insecure about it. I'm now a junior in high school, and even though I use heat about twice a month, I still take care of my hair and maintain its moisture and have a wash day routine that works perfectly for my hair, and surprisingly, my hair almost always reverts 100% back to its natural state. But I think I'm finally going to big chop my hair as soon as the school year is over and go completely heat-free and natural. Sincerely, Anonymous. Thank you so much for sharing your natural hair horror story with us. This one isn't nearly as bad as some of the horror stories we've had on my channel. I would consider this one mild, maybe even lukewarm. Like, this one isn't nothing compared to the ones we've had. Y'all already know. But I do appreciate her for emailing me this natural hair horror story, because this is something a lot of people face because they don't know, they haven't done their research, or they're just new to it. So a lot of people swear by protective styles. I'm wearing a protective style right now. If you guys don't know, I did do a video on it. This is a crochet wig. Yes, it's a wig. I can just lift it and take it off. But a lot of people swear by protective styles. Protective styles can be a good thing if they are done correctly and if they are maintained correctly. So you thought getting a sew-in, you know, it would be good for your hair because it's a protective style. But on the flip side, you were still damaging your hair because you wasn't using heat protectant. You had the flat iron up way too high, and you was flat ironing your hair every single day, which is damaging to your hair. So yes, you do have a protective style in, but you're still damaging your hair. So when you guys do these protective styles, you have to make sure that you are still caring for your hair. I can't just throw this wig on and just neglect my hair underneath, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. You still have to pay attention to your hair. Heat isn't always a good thing. You need to use heat in moderation, and especially if you are using heat every single day, no heat protectant or anything, that's not good. So you have to really do your research if you're trying to do different styles, just to make sure that's the best thing for your hair. And if you're getting styles and your hair is already damaged, then the style isn't going to do anything for you. You really need to care for your hair. Protective styles should be used to protect your hair. You can't neglect your hair and skip out on moisturizing it. You still have to care for your hair while it's in that protective style, but it's okay, you didn't know. But I do want to encourage you guys to do your research before getting certain styles so that you know how to maintain those styles and your hair properly. So I do want to thank you so much for emailing me your natural hair horror story. I do want you to stay encouraged on your natural hair journey. Don't let anybody tell you that natural hair isn't for you. Like, what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? That the hair growing out of your scalp isn't for you? I just want you to stay encouraged on your natural hair journey, and let me know when you finally do your big chop. Thank you so much again for sharing your natural hair horror story with me. If you guys have a natural hair horror story that you would like me to feature, you can definitely email me at sendtotraeh@gmail.com so I can feature it. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.